Yes, how are you, honey? Good to see you. It's awful nice to have you. Marty, how are you? Good to see you. We're trying to get everybody on camera there.
We're just going to rush right through. We're so excited about it.
Oh, you're excited? Oh.
You nervous?
No, not a bit. Just a little like that. But it's nice to have you here.
Bye.
Good to see you, Marty. Hello, how are you? Good to see you.
You too.
Fine.
Mr. Russell?
How do you do? Awfully nice to have you with us. There's a television camera over there. We hope you enjoy the picture.
Oh, this is the most exciting premiere I've ever been to.
Well, it certainly is exciting for me, I'll tell you that.
You know one thing, Jack, about this picture, I think it's going to live up to its advanced publicity. I thought people were rushing from there. It's just wonderful.
Well, I didn't, but it's, I just hope it's as good as everybody says it is, because that'll be one of the best pictures of all
Well,
time.
after tonight, I think it will also be A Star is Reborn, don't you think so?
Well, could be.
I think so.
Okay, nice to have you with us. Fine.
Married couple right here.
There's a new married couple here.
Hi,
June, how are you, friend?
Nice to
Awfully
see you,
nice
Jake.
to have you with us. That's good of you to take time out from your domestic chores.
It was a
Down.
yes, it was a great sacrifice on our part.
Well, we sure hope you like the picture.
Are we on television?
Yes, we're right there. That's the TV over there. Okay, well, it's nice to have you with us. George?
And now, Jack, this is the duty that I came at the happy function. The great talent of our generation, Miss Judy Garland.
Oh, my goodness.
And her husband and producer, Mr. Sid Love. And the boss of all Warnerdom, Jack Warner.
Hello, Archie. Excuse me.
Jack, how are you?
Jack, glad to
Hello,
see you.
Sid. How are you?
Hello, Jack.
Hello, honey. How are you?
Thank Judy, because in a few moments they're going to see one of the greatest motion pictures ever made, with, I think, one of the great performances of all time given by yourself.
George, we've been together on many, many wonderful occasions, but I really think that this is the most wonderful. For me, it's most thrilling. I hope the picture is that good.
Well, it's a long jump from little Frances Gum at the Oriental Theater to Judy Garland, the most beloved singer of songs and finest young actress in America.
My darling husband.
I know your darling.
He did the whole thing.
And I envy your darling husband. You got it? You got all you want? Well, they never have all they want.
You're still on TV,
Well,
you know.
I think the folks ought to know, Jack, you've had this before, but nothing like this.
Now, this,
I've been out in Hollywood all my life. I've never seen such splendor at any opening.
This is really the greatest opening in the history of my, say, 40 or 50 years in show business.
Well, we're still on a television camera here. They
Yes, you are.
taking all these pictures down here, so...
I've never seen any such a night in Hollywood since I've been here. You know, I was telling the people, Judy.
George, we're just sign it off.
Get on here. Sid Love, the producer of the picture. I'll take up for a bite to eat.
I'm just very proud to be a very small part of it, and thank you.
Small part.
Small part.
And I'm very proud of you, darling, my wife.
I want to tell you that I've never seen so many...
So many action going on outside. Jack,
George,
thank you
I got to
for
go
a great help.
on the radio show.
Thanks
so
very much.
Nice to be with you, and I'll see you inside,
You
okay?
did quite a job here. While I'm waiting for Larry Finley to come in, I want to bring Van Heflin, one of the great, wonderful actors and stars, and right beside him, Mr. and Mrs. Pat O'Brien. All of you come on in here and say hello.
Glad to see you.
Well, Pat, I don't think we need to guess about how great this picture's going to be, do we?
Well, the old alma mater has put it over again.
It looks like it, doesn't it?
I wish we had time to get some real wonderful stories from you two, but this is a madhouse, and everybody loves it.
Nice kind of a madhouse.
Wonderful to see you
Thank you,
again.
Pat.
Great, George. God bless you.
This picture, the raid, it
This
was
is
great.
really it.
Thank you.
Thank you,
darling.
Hi, Larry.
Yes.
Take over quick.
I've got Larry Finley at my side, a great pal. Very, very popular here in Southern California with his late show. Larry, Jack did a pretty good job. We're going to leave the rest of this to you for
You've
a few
done a fine
minutes.
job, too, George
Thank you.
Fisher. Thank you very much. Look,
Ben Alexander.
yes, Ben Alexander.
My wife, Leslie.
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Ben Alexander, a voice and a face that's very familiar to everyone in Southern California.
Thank you, Larry.
Really good to see you, Ben.
We're excited about seeing this picture, and we're excited about the returns of our other Warner Brothers picture, Dragnet.
Dragnet, and you did a
it's
fine
great.
job in that, too, Ben.
Sorry, my
Real fine
partner
job.
isn't here tonight.
I'm sorry. Well, how about giving out a call for the people, huh?
Well, I don't know.
Thanks very much, Ben. Thank you,
Thanks,
Mrs.
Larry.
Alexander.
Bye-bye.
Larry, darling.
Yes,
Here's the beautiful Shelley Winters.
Oh, and this is the beautiful Shelley Winters.
Hello, and thank you.
Shelley, you look better than I've ever seen you look, and I
Well,
mean
thank you. I'm very, very happy tonight for Judy. It's a great, great occasion.
Isn't that wonderful? How's the family, darling?
Oh, just wonderful. My baby's watching. Hello, darling. How are you?
You can say hello to your baby anytime. Shelley, wonderful seeing you, dear. Yes, Miss Sonia Henny, ladies and gentlemen. And Sonia, you look just as charming off skates as you do on them, too.
Thank you.
Sonia, I know that you're going to see a great picture in just a few moments, in fact.
I know I do.
Thank you, darling, so much. And Sheridan.
Hi, Jack.
And yes, Jack, good to see you. And you want to look up at our television cameras so people can take a real good look at you. It's a very confusing night here tonight.
Oh, I know. It's quite a crowd.
And wonderful seeing you. And I know you'll enjoy Judy's performance, especially in The Star is Born. Thank you, Jack. Nice seeing you. Hello, Lauren. How are you?
I'm wonderful, thank you.
And this is Lauren Bacall, ladies and gentlemen, as if I had to tell you. It was just wonderful, darling.
Thank you very much.
I know you've enjoyed the picture tonight.
Oh,
too,
I
Lauren.
know I will.
Thank you, darling, so much for coming up and chatting with us.
Janet Lee and...
Janet Lee.
Hello, how are you?
And where's the better half? Hi, Tone. Good to see you. Nice seeing you. Pardon me, dear. You go right
I
ahead.
was just going to say, I don't know whether I like that or not, the better half.
The better half, well, I think a man always says the better half. If there's a girl up here, she'd call you the better half. So you don't object, do you?
No, that's all right.
It's certainly nice seeing you, Janet.
Thank
and you, Tony.
you.
Hate to rush you through, but we have so many people
We know.
that we're going to get to. And the very beautiful Sue Carroll and Mr. Alan Ladd. Sue, how are you, darling?
Thank you.
Hello, Alan.
How are you?
Good to see you. Real good to see you. You folks got here just in time. You know, the curtain's going up in just a few moments on the stage.
We've got the tickets. We'll get right in.
Did we show the folks what the tickets look like? These are your tickets for A Star is Born, right?
They're very pretty, aren't they?
They certainly are. Sue, thank you.
Okay.
Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz standing off stage.
Okay.
Just back from Del Mar. And here she is, the world's greatest handicapper.
Hi,
Lucille.
Larry.
Hi, darling. Hi, Desi.
Larry. Glad to see you.
Good to see you. Well, it certainly is a night of nights here, isn't it, Desi?
Yeah, sure.
It's the greatest.
It's the greatest.
It's the greatest.
We're so excited about it.
Judy and James and George Cukor and everybody else in this picture are going to take all of the
Academy Awards.
Academy Awards that they have.
I think you're right.
I'm sure of it.
I think you're right.
I'm
I
sure
can
of
hardly
it.
wait to see it.
But how is-
It's just great.
Like now to present one of my favorite actresses of all time. I need only let you look at her and you can guess Claire Trevor.
George, it's so sweet of you. I want to say that tonight is one of those thrilling evenings when you realize a star is born, and I guess it really is tonight.
Or
isn't
if
it?
you could have seen Judy when she arrived about 10, 15 minutes ago, it was fantastic.
A new birth,
Mm-hmm.
because she has already been a star. Well, I want to say hello to everyone. Hi, Chuck.
Thanks, Claire Trevor.
Thank you,
So
George.
nice to see you. Coming to our camera now, very wonderful actress and very great lady of the screen, Miss Greer Garson, and she is not with her 12 men tonight. Greer, so nice to see you.
As a matter of fact, I'm not with any men at all tonight. My mother is my date tonight because Buddy's in Texas. He'd be very sorry to miss this occasion. My goodness. It's wonderful, doesn't it?
Oh, this has been a night that few people in Hollywood are going to forget, you can believe me.
Well, this is Hollywood at its most Hollywood, isn't
Yes,
it?
indeed.
And we're all looking forward so much to seeing this picture.
Thank you so very much.
I've
Miss-
been working on location in Tucson for the last 6 weeks, and I'm so glad we got back in
You're
time.
doing Strange Lady in Town
That's
with
right.
Mr. Leroy, Cam Mitchell.
That's right.
I don't know
That's
the
right.
rest of the cast, but I know that he
Dana
had his delight.
Andrews and some very interesting actors. You will see it. I was Strange Lady on the Desert. We were in Arizona, Tucson. It was very hot. But I'm delighted that we got back in time to see A Star is Born because it's a picture with one of my very, very favorite people in show business and a very favorite director.
Coming from you, Miss Garson, even Judy would be pleased. Thank you so much.
Wishing her the best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Another great friend of mine and a very beautiful, I'd like to think of her as the Marilyn Monroe of our set. That is to say, the female columnist, lovely Sheila Graham. Sheila, did you have a hard time in there?
Well, it was a little grueling, George, and how did you do out here?
Well, I didn't have such a bad time. Jack Carson and Jessel took over for a good bit of it. And it was pretty wild when Judy came in, I'll say
I
that.
know, yes. She came in, unfortunately, too late to go on our show.
Oh, what a
Wasn't that a shame?
She
But
missed it by just a minute or
just
two.
a minute, yes. But isn't this wonderful, George? This is so glamorous, and Hollywood Boulevard looks so exciting tonight.
We're now looking at the tail end of this fabulous premiere, the last few minutes, and in about 4 minutes the picture will go on. Earl Wilson, ladies and gentlemen, one of the great columnists of our country. I don't know what he's doing in Hollywood when his beat is New York. But Earl, it's a pleasure to have you arrive at what I consider the biggest premiere we've ever had.
Well, they tell me that there's been nothing like this in at least in 10, 15 years. You say the biggest ever? You
I
really
think
so?
it's closest to the biggest I've ever seen. I've done a lot of premieres. I think it's bigger than the Academy Award, Earl, and that was the biggest thing we ever had.
Well, thank you, George. Thank you very much
Earl
indeed.
Wilson, so very much. George Fisher speaking to you from the Pantages Theater at this fantastic and momentous premiere of A Star is Born. I hope you've enjoyed the proceedings. Thank you very much. Now let's go Hollywood.